You Americans drive me crazy sometimes. I'm sure you've seen the surveys. Most Americans say they believe there is a genuine threat to democracy. You know, it's kind of funny because Democrats say the biggest threat's Republicans, and Republicans say the biggest threat is Democrats. You add to this, of course, Donald Trump is a potential fascist dictator, and of course his followers are fascist, and down the road we go. And then you bring in the whole subject of the integrity of our elections. Let me just be clear. All of this is pure crap, and you're a fool if you believe any of it. If you believe there's a threat to our democracy, you're an absolute fool. There can't be a threat. I mean, not even a hint of a threat. You know why? We have this thing called the Constitution. Even the Bill of Rights was like an exclamation point to the main Constitution. And it spells out individual freedoms and rights, which is the foundation of a democracy. And Trump being a fascist, do you know that the Constitution spells out the balance of power? I mean, I just can't believe we waste time hearing these phrases. And I know Trump said the 2020 election was stolen, just like Hillary said the 2016 election was stolen. We got all these crazy terms. And actually, I want to introduce a brand new term to the debate of all this crap. The term is sloppy. There's no question our democracy is sloppy, but it's strong. Is there a threat? No, but it is certainly sloppy. The process of our elections, oh my goodness, so sloppy. 2020 sloppy, but you can go into history to find that all of our elections are sloppy, and there's never been a hint of integrity in any of them. Take the 1824 election. Andrew Jackson easily won the popular vote and the Electoral College vote, but John Quincy Adams became president. Here's how it worked. So in that day, there weren't really parties, and there were four guys that ran. And even though Jackson won easily, you still, by the Constitution standards, have to have 50% of the Electoral College vote. He was close, but not quite. So in that case, Constitution says it goes to the House of Representatives. Each state gets one vote, and they name the president. Now, if all the states, 24 at that time, if they just voted for who won the popular vote in their state, Jackson again would have won easily. But the Speaker of the House at that time, you know, the Nancy Pelosi of that day, Henry Clay of Kentucky, he went to John Quincy Adams, the guy that came in second, and said, listen, you make me your Secretary of State, I will make you president. Boom, it was done. No one said there was a threat to democracy with all of that. There was certainly no integrity in that election. Jackson himself just called it the corrupt bargain, and you move on. But there's no threat to democracy. I think it qualifies as sloppy. Another good example, 1972, Nixon, he was going to win that election so easy over McGovern, but the Republicans couldn't contain themselves. They had to go corrupt. They just couldn't hold back, and that's how we got Watergate. So what can you do? Listen, just be trustworthy and honest with the little part of democracy that you have. You vote and stop spewing lies and conspiracy theories to try to steal someone else's vote. That's what you can do. But just remember, our democracy is sloppy and our election process is sloppy.